The greatest threat to European security is not Russia, not China, but mass migration. At least that's how US Vice President JD Vance sees it. It was not the only harsh attack on European partners. In his speech at the Munich Security Conference, once again, he criticized the firewall against the AfD, lamenting that democracy and freedom of speech are in retreat here.
Possibly a retort to the opening speech of the federal president. Frank-Walter Steinmeier had previously accused the new US administration under Donald Trump of being ruthless. More from Isabel Finzel.
All eyes and ears are on him. JD Vance, Donald Trump's vice president. Rarely has the Munich Security Conference been watched with such great anticipation. It could be the beginning of talks about ending the war in Ukraine and significantly change Europe's role in security matters. But then, his speech barely touches on Ukraine. JD Vance admonished Germany on domestic issues. Among all the challenges these nations face here, mass migration is the greatest. And this, Vance believes, is also reflected in elections. More and more, they are electing political leaders in Europe who promise to end the loss of control over migration. Vance warns against ignoring this very will of the voters. What the German democracy, or any democracy, whether American, German or European, cannot withstand is telling millions of voters that their thoughts, concerns, hopes and pleas for help are invalid. There is no room for firewalls.
No room for firewalls, absolutely.
Previously, Federal President Steinmeier, usually diplomatically reserved, had surprisingly sharply criticized the USA under Trump.
The new American administration has a different worldview than we do, one that does not take into account established rules, developed partnerships, and trust. We cannot change that.
Whether such tones towards the Trump administration are helpful is questionable. Amidst all this, what is supposed to be at the center of the security conference almost gets lost: Ukraine and Russia. US President Trump declared in advance that high-ranking representatives of the USA, Russia and Ukraine are to meet in Munich. The Ukrainian President Zelensky, however, claims to know nothing about it.